car set to go. 20 laps. Field underway, and already the challenge for the lead is 3 wide here. Let's see how this sorts out as they make their way through turns 3 and 4. We got contact. Look out. Battle outside of the top 5. Somehow they keep it rolling. Boy, the 18 thought he was going to take a wild ride through the infield there as the opening lap is Austin Gamble in command of the 7. John Campbell running the second spot, looking down to his inside. Can he come around and lead lap number 2? Not quite. It'll be Gamble, then Campbell, then Brownlee, then Gardner, then Henson, your top 5. Connor, Brownlee, then Carter, Denton, Foster, and O'Hara right now, your top 10. Problems continue for the 18, able to get it back on the racetrack as we continue to roll. And the smoke screen continues to be provided, courtesy of the number 40. Steadily dropping to the back of the field here as the engine now looks like it might be letting go. He's going to go ahead and turn it all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Heads down into the infield. Unfortunately, night done for the driver of the number 40 machine. As up front, Austin Gamble has finally built just a little bit of breathing room between himself and John Campbell. Sean Brownlee still right there. Peyton Gardner and Jason Henson still your top 5. Ooh, we got one upside down here in the front straightaway. That is the 10-4. Bradley Ward in the 10-4, the driver upside down here in the front straightaway. And out of the car and able to walk away. Bad news upside down, good news A-OK. Field lined up, ready to go back after it here. They will work off a turn number 4. And your tuner feature event back underway. If you're just joining us here on Arrow Vision, cleaning up after a red flag incident. As a challenge for the race lead, going back and forth, contact. Oh my, what a save by the 7. As he got kicked all kinds of sideways, was fed the bumper from the 15C, and somehow Gamble able to hold on to it. In the meantime, the 15 going to have some issues there into turns 1 and 2. We've got them stacked up, and one spinning on the racetrack. Got another one coming to a stop just inside of the Speedway, and the caution line's going to come on. Chaos on the restart. Again, as many as 3 features tonight. 2 will be on the card for the modifieds as we go back to green. Everybody through 1 and 2 and racing onto the back straightaway. Better restart this time for Gamble. No challenge coming for him. In the meantime, fight for the 3rd spot. Gardner trying to take away something on the high side here. Not quite able to get the run. Leaves the inside open for the 144 at Denton. Daniel trying to get a run to the inside here. Around to the front straightaway. Hangs right there, but not enough speed to clear. As they work into turns 1 and 2, onto the back straightaway. Leader continues to be Austin Gamble. Third to first in this one for the driver, the number 7 so far, Brownlee. Started alongside in that second row. Campbell in the 15. Started right behind them in the 5th spot. Holds on to 3rd, the 22. Gardner actually started outside of the front row, has slipped back a little bit in this one right now, and Daniel Denton, the 144, has picked up 1 spot so far from his original starting position. Ooh, contact. Challenge for the lead. The 7 Fishtails are down the front straightaway, hard into one of the tractor tires. Oh, my. Playing not so nice out there at the front of the field. Single file exit turn number 4 in the field. Back underway. Field rolls back to green. A pair of battles, second all the way back through 5th, up for grabs here. As Campbell leads, Gardner trying to hold on to the 2nd spot. Had a challenge coming from Denton. Wasn't able to get the advance, though. Brownlee running in 4th, Carter in 5th. Deason, Graham, Sean Brownlee, Foster, and Henson. That was your top 10. Henson in 3, very impressive earlier in the heat race. Trying to race through the field here as we're past the midpoint of this feature event. Campbell's lead just shy of 0.7 of a second right now. Again, started 5th, took over the top spot after your leader. Got loose to 3 and 4. Fishtailed her down the front straightaway. Tagged the driver that was running at 2nd at the time. Ended up making that hard contact with a tractor tire. If you're just joining us here on Arrow Vision. Got the car rolling, tried to restart. Unfortunately, something not right, so did end up taking it back down to the pit area. We've got less than 5 to go. And the challenge for 2nd. Daniel Denton had lost a little bit of ground to Peyton Gardner. Now the 144 charging. Gets back to the runner-up spot. Ooh, sideways and around he goes. Started going around in the 22. Leaned into the left side, really with nowhere to try to go, and a little late to get on the brakes. Was just trying to go ahead and clear. But a good save by the part of Daniel Denton. With 2 laps to go, only loses a couple of spots here as your leader has to contend with slower traffic. Coming around this time, a white flag in the air. Able to slice through a couple of lap cars. We got one slowing. Instead of the checkered caution light's going to come on. The 41S. Sean Brownlee. That's who had been running up in 2nd up until lap 10 when everything went haywire at the front of the field. Here we go, 1 lap shootout. Then down to the bottom looking for 3rd. Brownlee trying to hold here onto the back straightaway. Final 2 turns coming up. Fight for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th is out front. Checker flag is going to drop in this one. And John Campbell gets the win here in the tuners. Peyton Gardner holds on for 2nd. Daniel Denton in 3rd. Connor Brownlee and Joshua Deason ends up running at your top 5. Grabbing the win here tonight in the Tuners. Race fans, why don't you give him a hand? The 15 seed John Campbell.